He looks like he's having a spaz attack. Whee! Okay, enough of that. Except I'm gonna make one tiny little detour, which is the last detour in this entire game, which is actually really cool, which I really want to show off. So anyway, basically the idea is most of the time you would just, in these general games, you would end up just basically talking to random townfolk until you basically get an answer you're looking for. But if you really want to get an accurate answer that actually like tells you where to really go and just get an idea overall, you go here. You go into areas like this, a building like this, and you meet a certain creepy someone, which I really love to see every time I play these series. His name? PUWASUMAAAAA! Howdy, welcome to the Plasma Fortune Teller! I will solve your worries for 10 Rio Plasma! I'll do it just to show it up. Okay, well, let's get started! I just love it when he yells that. That's like the best part. If you want to enter Window Castle, enter on the left-hand side when you face this fortune teller. That will take you to Kai Highway, which leads you to Mount Fuji Plasma. No, I didn't need to talk to you again. But thank you for yelling Plasma one more time. So, this guy basically kind of gives you, well, okay, I guess not fully accurate, but it kind of does tell you where you need to go in most cases. And this way leads to Kai Highway. And I'm gonna shut up because the music is awesome. If not from my face. That's my last. My aim. Alright, I'm just gonna crouch. Okay, I'm just gonna... Sorry, I had to listen to the music. It was so damn awesome. Like, this game has an amazing soundtrack. Like, almost as amazing as the stuff David Wise has composed and stuff like that. Well, okay, I'll admit that's an overkill. That's an overstatement. David Wise is way better, but this is amazing stuff for Japanese music. It is always so cheerful. Okay, so this album merchant you want to talk to. He basically gives you something interesting. A map of Japan. I'll sell it to you for a discount. How about it? Yes, I really want it! Awesome, I like the way you said that. The enthusiasm. I like people like you. Here, you can have it, no charge. Awesome! We call this a present to you. So yeah, so this map is actually going to be very important to actually have for a later purpose. It also allows you to keep track of exactly where you're supposed to go. Also, these tea shops you definitely want to always visit, especially basically later on in the game, because there is a certain item I'll have to pick up that will come in handy for that reason alone. Alright, so I believe down that road is actually where I'm supposed to go. Oh wait, actually I think that's the way I came. Never mind, my bad. So yeah, this game is actually very open field-ish, or whatever you want to call it, or sorry, open-ended, I guess you could say. I'm trying to find the right term. This game is actually very open, and it allows you to really do some crazy exploration. So, oh yeah, these dolls are basically like the biggest thing you gotta deal with. So up ahead is basically gonna lead you to Mount Fuji, which is not even close to what it's supposed to look like. But anyway, the Goemon series, the reason I'm actually doing the Goemon series first is because this game I hold such a huge dear heart to me. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna just pause and interrupt that story for a sec because I just found right here is something we have our first up. This right here is actually a Silver Fortune doll. So, like Zelda Fanfare, pick one up. With three more, your strength gauge will increase by 1. Basically, you know what that means. It's basically a heart piece. That's right. Collect 4 of these Silver Fortune dolls and you get an additional heart. There's a total of 20 hearts in the game, as you can clearly see, like Zelda. And each heart point, you have 2 heart points for each heart. So it goes down by 1 half every time you get hit. Not like in Zelda where it goes down to 1/4. Anyway, back to the whole story I was saying. Oh, sorry. This game, oh yeah, this is Mount Fuji, not really that big. This game is just such an amazing game. I always love playing it. Oh yeah, you can also go up. If you press SA on ladders, you can actually jump past her, although it's a little bit hard at the top. But yeah, this game holds a huge place in my heart because of how amazing it is, and I always love playing it ever since I first learned about it. God damn it, ladder. Oh, I see what I'm going for. Hang on. So yeah, whoa, boulder. How did that not kill the straw dummy? I don't know why. Did not scale. 0, I don't know. Anyway. So. Mystical Ninja starring Goemon is just a game I hold dear, and is a series of games that I hold dear to my heart because it just pretty much defined exactly what kind of game style I was going for. Like, I was not like a kid that always grew up playing Zelda or anything like that. Oh crap! Oh shit. Oh yeah, you can also destroy the boulders with the F5 button. Oh, damn it, I wanted to show it off, but I couldn't. It's great. So, back to, what was I saying again? I was saying something about, oh yeah, this game is actually holds a dear place in my heart because it was like one of the first few games I ever played on Nintendo 64 when I first got it. And it's actually kind of hard for me to climb, so I'm just gonna wait until camera resets. Yeah, also if you mash the A button while you jump. Oh, dick. Oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention. Dangos right here. These, or as they're called dumpling, or as most people call them dumplings, those things actually refill your health. There are gold ones that instantly refill all your health. The normal ones basically, I believe, refill 3 hearts, I believe? I'll double check. I'm not too sure about this thing right here. These things go on in certain cycles. I just don't remember what the interval was. I never actually understood what these things are. Are they like accordion men or something? They're easy to dodge. Except for that time because I was just slow. So anyway, the reason why we're climbing Mount Fuji is because we need to speak to a guy known as Mr. Mokobe, who is actually a very well-refined blacksmith, and he has something called the chain pipe. And the chain pipe is Goemon's final weapon, actually, which is really interesting. I'll demo it once we get there. So, not only does this game actually have a lot of interesting detail, now there are a lot of interesting things about this game that I never actually learned about beforehand in the past, but there's also a lot of interesting lore about this series. One of the interesting facts is about Goemon is he's actually based off a form of Japanese mythology where he's actually depicted off of a very notorious Japanese thief who actually has been, sorry, bug, has actually been known amongst Japan for terrorizing cultures in most cases, I believe, or something like that. But in this game, he is actually a hero, along with his friend Abysmar. But yeah, like, it's actually kind of, I don't know, like, the full lore of how it goes, but I believe it's actually the case because of it. There's a lot of Japanese lore in this series, and I'll get to explaining it later on. What are you doing here? I have come to greatest mountain in Japan, so that I could train to become the greatest worker in Japan. Well, it's kind of hard to be a worker in Japan, and if you're living on a goddamn mountain top like this, and there's no employment for your business here. Anyway, I need to get the, oh, god damn it. Good thing I can press B to cancel. Alright, do you have a good pipe? Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot to mention. Goemon, just like Goemon in this game, the mythology Goemon also uses a pipe as a weapon. Apparently they actually make pretty good, and these pipes actually do make pretty good weapons too, which is kind of cool. Alright, so here we go. Chain pipe. So, with the chain pipe, it allows me to hook on. It acts like a allow me to explain it. Chain pipe actually functions like a grappling hook in a way, but it also can double as a weapon with long range. So, let me just switch to it real quick. So, you can see I now have chain pipe selected. It has a lot of range, but no radius, and it has a very large recovery window, too. So, yeah. I don't know if he actually, Japanese mythology Goemon uses chain pipe, but yeah, it would be cool if he did. Anyway, so I'm also going to mention like a couple of differences between the Japanese and English versions of this game. The Japanese version of this game actually has the opening cutscene of Goemon actually has dialogue. Oh yeah, sometimes boss will contain Rio and other times they'll contain dumpling. Frickin' Dango. Jeez. Tongue tight. Anyway, I think there was a fortune dollar here somewhere. No? Okay. Well, I I guess I'll check the final one. That's the entrance I came from. So yeah, the Japanese version of this game actually happens to have audio. Actually has correct audio. Oh yeah, by the way, we don't take fall damage. Watch. Although that was a sliding portion, it doesn't really matter. Just take my word for it. You don't take fall damage in this game, no matter how high you go. Ninja's got cap of steel, yo. Anyway, so in the Japanese version of this game, the opening and ending cutscenes actually have voiced dialogue. Basically, the characters from the actual games actually having to speak in the Jap, which are basically the guys that have to speak for Goemon and PUWASUMAAAAA and all the other characters. But in the English version, for some reason, it's cut out. I don't know why. It seems like, I guess when it came to setting this game into the US, it didn't really matter much. I'm just gonna ignore these enemies because they're just gonna waste my time otherwise. They're not real. You don't need to kill everything in this game. And another thing I would like to, and I'll get to pointing it out a little bit later, once we get to the castle area. But yeah, there's a good majority of stuff that got censored out switched out in this game, from the dialogue itself to this. For some reason, in the US version of the game, you don't have access to camera controls, and also at the same time, the opening and ending cutscenes do not have voice dialogue, so I had to come up with my own way. The fact that it actually does not have a dialogue at all in the the later cutscenes, it doesn't matter, because I always have. Oh yeah, by the way, if you actually come down, down here after you happen to get the chain pipe, it plays the coffee shop music. I mean, tea shop music. God damn it. Alright, I believe I'm going the right way. I think it's this way? Sorry, it's been a while since the last played this game. Nope, that's not the right way. Moving on. God damn it. I just went the wrong way again. Hang on 1 second. Double check the road again, yo. Sorry, I just love this music. Again, Goemon has such amazing music. Like, this and Mystical Ninja Story and Goemon's Great Adventure, which is the sequel of this game, they both have amazing soundtracks. Like, I really can't wait to do this. So, I'm also not going to just play this game, I'm also going to play Goemon's Great Adventure, which is the sequel to this game, and that has some awesome music as well, which I can't wait to show off. And I'm back the way I came. I know where I'm going now. Yeah, I know the place is a lot, but I don't know where each area connects to. Oh yeah, I'm also going to show off one other thing. This little quad right here. Hey, bitch! Bye! Bye, bitch! So yeah, if you hit him before he steals your Rio, he just disappears until you reload the map. By basically going back to that area. Okay, so these star blocks. I'm gonna mention something right now. The textures on these star blocks were not originally supposed to be here on the Japanese version. In the Japanese version, there's actually something that kind of almost looks identical to the reason why the textures on these things look different in the Japanese version is the blocks kind of had some sort of item that looks almost eerily identical to a swastika, which is the German Nazi symbol. So you can understand. Oh yeah, and also that's a demonstration of the chain pipe. You can also attack with it, and it does damage, but it's not usually a good idea in most cases. But yeah, so that's actually another thing. The Japanese version actually does for some reason. Oh, and also in the 1.0 version of this game, you don't actually need to use the chain pipe in order to get into a castle. Well, you can. Well, you do technically need it, but if you want to be like a speedrunner of this game, you gotta get the Japanese 1.0 version because there's a couple of glitches, and one of the glitches that's exclusive on the Japanese version is you get put out of bounds and you can literally just walk up to the loading zone without having to use the chain pipe. Like, you can literally skip all of Kai Highway. Oh yeah, and also these signs, every time you have to go into a castle or something like that, you have the ability to, these signs will always allow you to save in your adventure diary. So I'm gonna save real quick just in case something goes wrong. And here we go. And here we go. Some sexy music.